Up dog. It's fall. Winter's around the corner. Hockey's back. We're going to New York next month. It's good life, baby. Look at these hoodies, the Loop Terries. I mean, come on, baby.
Yeah, it's nice that I always like popping up on the GoodLifeClothing.com website, Obes, and just looking around. New colors, new fall edition here. I'm looking right now at this overdyed denim snap shirt because I got the denim shirt going on right now, and it's just mint. You look at these fleece funnel necks. I mean, they have all the best gear in style, from sweatpants to fucking what you would call long johns back in the day.
Long John Silvers, baby. The old Long Johns.
Good Life is your spot to look fresh, look clean. If you're looking for something to travel with too, I mean, the gear is the best to wear in the airports, on the plane, and then you just rock it right to the bar. You
can wear it right on the bird and then right out to fucking happy hour with the boys with their sweaty nutsack.
At Due West, NYC.
Due West, baby. Up dog, I got to get me this new Good Life Leisure Club sweatshirt. It looks sick. Black with the white trim. Double XL. Here I come.
Well, you're in good luck, Obes, because GoodLifeClothing.com, using promo code Curfew20, to all your friends out there, Curfew20. Look good, feel good, Obes. Fuck, it's fall time, baby. Gotta look fresh.
Look good, feel good, play good. And honestly, the Henleys, listen, you can wear them underneath a nice denim, like you said. They got tons of long sleeve Henleys here now too, Uppy. I'm looking, white ones, black. You know, I like my black in the wintertime. So the Henleys are great. Up dog, these guys are unbelievable. I'm going to the store when I get to New York. Curfew 20, check it out. Get some fall gear. Hockey's back, up dog. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a fresh new episode of Missin Curfew. I'm Shane O'Brien.
And I'm the man sitting across from you, Scotty Upshaw. How are you, Obes?
Up dog, we are back at Hall Pass Media in beautiful Newport Beach with our boy Broadway Jimmy Scoops looking down as always, and our boy up in Alberta, Princey baby. Up dog, that outfit is fuck. What time you go? What time does the set start? You look like you're about to go on there and play with fucking Jim Jeans.
You know what, Obes? I went into Fashion Island last week. After watching fucking Eddie on stage for, the better part of 3 weekends, I had to go fix my flannel game. And, I stopped into that Gary's there at Fashion Island, and fuck, quite the selection they got there. I got a nice jean tarp. I got a cord fucking jacket that's badass. I think cords are coming back in.
Are they back?
Yeah. Have you been around? Have you been shopping lately?
I haven't. I'm about to do a big Good Life purchase here, though. I'm about to. I had to give the Amex a breather after summer. Fuck, it got a little. Yeah. I felt like I was acting like I was playing again. When I was getting my Amex bills, I'm like, ooh, that's like national league spending there. I can't quite do that anymore.
I know the feeling. I don't buy clothes a lot either. Thankfully, to our friends here at Good Life, completely fucking decked out head to toe. But concert season comes, you want a couple concert tees, and then just watching Eddie with the flannel gear.
Eddie's flannel game is so tight.
So anyway, thanks for noticing. I appreciate it. I had to come dressed to impress today. Tuesday's our day.
Yeah.
So I went in, a little workout at Big Canyon, and I got here, saw Bobby Orr. He shined up the fucking shoes, and we got to shoot the shit. I had lunch with our boy Tommy. And
isn't it nice when you just go through those gates of Big Canyon? Isn't it just it's a good feeling?
Especially when you get out of there looking like this.
It's a good feeling going in the gates, and then it's not a great feeling when you get your monthly statement. But as our good friend Mike Carpenter said about Big Canyon, can't afford to stay, can't afford to leave. So I figured Carpenter, that's a good fucking line. So up dog, it's good to be back in the studio with you. I'm out of COVID protocol, thank fuck.
There you go.
I'll say it. It finally got me. It finally fucking got me. We were playing coy last week, but to our listeners, listen, COVID's a real fucking thing. We got to live with it every day. McKinnon's still living with it, which I got in the rundown. I dodged and weaved for about 2 years, and it got me in Austin at that fucking Rufus Du Sol concert. I swear to God, that's where I got it.
I don't know if you were dodging and weaving. I think you were trying to take it face on. It just never got you.
I mean, listen, how I didn't get it the 1 month there about a year back when I was going out in Newport every night, I'll never know.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing. It's but at the same time, let's just fucking get on with it.
Yeah,
it's going to affect some people a little differently than others, but let's collectively just find a way to move the fuck on.
I'll tell you what, it didn't feel any worse than any other fucking Monday or Tuesday I've ever had after the music festival. So I think I've had COVID forever, maybe, because I just felt like, the old head was a little sore, and but anyways, back to be in the studio with you, Uppy, where I love it, buddy. It's way more fun snapping it with you. Obviously, our boy Broadway Jimmy Hayes. First of all, The tribute stuff, the New Jersey Devils, Frosty, PK Subban, the whole organization, brought the family in. It was awesome. I mean, the Broadway jerseys, it was great that they put, his number and said Broadway instead of Hayes, because I text Chris and I was like, that, he's smiling above right now, because that's what Broadway, that was him. So to him, to the Flyers, to the Boston Bruins with the stickers on the helmets, Updog, it was pretty cool, man. It made me miss them even more though, because this is the time I love texting Broadway about games and picks and bad plays and good plays, but it was a class act by a lot of good organizations.
Yeah, it was well said. And it's tough. It's tough, but it was, something that these organizations really felt like he left a very lasting impact on some of their younger players and the staff and the fans. And, we know Hazy on a personal level as a best friend and a brother. And, what they were, able to do really just shine light on, the type of guy he was and the player he was. And, he wasn't in New Jersey longer than a year, and they basically, went ahead and did this and made a statement in their home opener. And nice to see the Chicago Blackhawks with his draft number. And, Patty Kane out there, probably, big reason why they did something like this for him. So, Frosty's got one of those patches coming at us.
I want one of those hats.
Yeah, I think we got to hang up a jersey in here, whether it's I think one of the New Jersey Devils unis would be nice to get in here for sure.
And Cam Atkinson put something on his skates, be like Jimmy. Listen, the Flyers they kicked the shit out of the Kraken the other night. It was great. And to Frosty, I turned the game on because I knew the Broadway tribute show was coming on, so they did obviously the whole coaching staff like they do an opening night. And fucking Frosty's hair was fucking Updog style. I texted him, I'm like, Frosty, that's no dippity do you got in there, fella. That is NHL. So Frosty, we love you. To those organizations, good on you. Updog on the same frontier, something that, fuck man, I don't know. I don't even know him. Obviously it came out with Hazy. I'll let you get the ball rolling on this one here.
No, it's, the news came out on the Toxology report, and we wanted to address it here on the podcast. And, for us, we knew our brother very well. We knew he had times of struggle that he addressed, and I don't think it was 2 shows into our venture here, Obi called you and called me and said, guys, I need to take a leave of absence from the show. And, at the time you said, well, You've done one show.
I wasn't thrilled, was I?
Now the buddy and the brother and the teammate in you realized what he was talking about, and he admitted to us and at the time to his family that he had an issue with some lingering addiction problems and
painkillers, I think, right?
And and he addressed it. He left and got clean, and he did it for his family. He did it for his livelihood, and I think his family did a great job of addressing this. And his old man Kevin, who's a very, very strong individual, admitted to having some addiction stuff throughout his whole life, and that he'd cleaned up, and that he really saw something in Jimmy that reminded him of himself. And I think, Obi, you and I have a voice. A lot of people listen. A lot of people who deal with this on a daily basis, whether it's themselves or friends or family or kids. A lot of kids nowadays are involved in. It's not just a joint getting passed around school now. It's pills. It could be cocaine. It could be whatever it is. There's a real pandemic in our country and our society with addiction, number one, and then now with what is, we're just going to talk about it, fentanyl. It's a lethal substance that can be found in anything. It could be found in cocaine. It could be found in a pill. It could be found lingering on cigarettes. Who knows? It's but there's no question that it's lethal and that it affects everyone. There's so many people that have lost lives and have dealt with loss, not just their family, but friends. I think everyone probably knows someone that has not woken up and didn't find the reason out until a toxology report comes. And it's hard to know when someone struggles. So I guess my voice here is saying, like, help out, talk. Yeah. We talked about mental illness a couple weeks ago on our show, and it's a serious thing.
Uppy, I dreaded this day, man. I mean, I talked to you, I think probably a couple weeks after Hazy's funeral and service, and I was just like, man, I still don't understand why he got taken from us and this and that. And, to me, it's not going to change, how I feel about Broadway Jimmy Hayes and his legacy and how many people he touched, because that's not going to change. We witnessed that firsthand in Boston. We're witnessing it around the NHL. He was one of the best team guys in the world. I thought his dad did a great job. Big Kev did an unbelievable job. Kristen, we're feeling for you. So if you need help, get out there and get some help. Updog, it's sad. It sucks. We lost him, but I'm going to remember all the positive stuff about Broadway and how happy he made people. And
we are remembering our friend Jimmy Hayes from the guy he was, the teammate he was, the father he was, and he made a mistake, and it could have happened to anybody. Yeah. But I'm forever, grateful for knowing Jimmy and sharing his legacy through, his life and his laughter and his stories and the way he treated people and how much effort he gave to helping other people out. And that's our job, is to continue that for him.
That's well said. Yeah. Broadway, we love you, buddy. We miss you every day. Keep looking down us and you're doing something good for the Red Sox. Are they playing well? So Broadway, hey buddy, we love you. We miss you. To the Hayes family, Kristen, everyone, we love you. Up Dizzle, fucking NFL fantasy. I'm officially in one. My team's called in one. I've made 2 blockbuster trades. Now I
think that's your problem.
I'm like the fucking GM. I'm making moves. Nobody's safe in my team, bud. I'll trade you tomorrow.
Just so our fans out there know,
squad.
like Obi, our fantasy league is pretty badass. We got,
besides Larry Bettman,
we got Larry Bettman as the commissioner, Larry Flowers. God damn it! But we got, Ryan O'Reilly. We got Shenner. We got Schwartzy, Lupul, Andy
Bertuzzo,
Mack, Bobo. And it's a heated babble. Yeah, babble. It's definitely a heated babble. We have Cody, our boy Cody Leibel, who we always say, and one day we're going to bring him on the pod because he could be an NHL GM.
Cody I love him. He got in my kitchen this week. He made me adjust my lineups a little bit because he wanted me to beat Flowers so fucking bad that I still would have lost, but it would have been a little bit closer. But he was trying to help me out because he just wanted Flowers to get knocked off. But Flowers kicked the shit out of me.
So he's sitting up top of our league, 5-1. Flowers 5-1. Shenner's 5-1. And then there's the Updog, fuck machine, hut. I'm 4-2. Yeah. I got a solid squad, Obi, and I'll put him up against anybody. My
team's in shambles. Look at this. I got Mike Williams on a bye, Lamb on a bye, Saunders on a bye, Hunt on the IR, Singletary on a bye, Beasley on a bye, Laundry on the IR. I'm not going to be able to field the team.
I wish I played you this week. Who do you play?
Got fucking Bobo. I could actually beat him if I had a normal lineup, but I'm.
So I got Allen on a bye.
Plus 300 to win.
That's tough.
It's tough. I did do well in my NFL picks. I took the Titans over your Bills. I thought the Bills were going to still win the game. I thought the Titans would keep the 6. Your boy Allen is a fucking stud, though, man. Did you see that play at the end where he dove over the guy again?
Yes.
Trying to get the first down.
How did they not give him the first down?
I thought he deserved it. I thought he deserved it.
That was a joke, although they did get it and they just couldn't. They couldn't punch it in, could they?
He slipped.
I know.
He's fucking 6'4", 250.
He's a tank.
You know who else is a tank? Is that Henry.
Henry, you gave him up. That's why I tried to veto the trade.
I had to give him up because I had no receivers, right? So I sacrificed him for Lamb and Williams.
My random pickup of the week or of the year is Fortinet.
Fortinet's unreal.
He filled in and just started humming. Tom Brady looks for him to pass, and that's his giveaway. He's been just dialing me in.
So who do you got this week? I got Bertuzzo.
I have this week. I got Baby got Dak. Loop Dog.
Loops' team's in one too.
Good.
Let's go to his squad. So he got Prescott on a bye.
Yeah, so that cancels out because my QB.
He's got no backup quarterback right now, so you should probably beat him to the waiver wire if you want a little inside tip.
Hopefully he doesn't listen to this.
He doesn't. He's got Knox. He's got Knox on a bye. He's got Jefferson on a bye. Oh, you're going to beat him. You're going to work him over. So
that'll be good. As we talk, I'm just going to.
And listen, if you win the fantasy, it's a pretty good fucking. It's a good little payday for you here. So I'm pulling for you.
Thanks.
We're business partners, right? We split it. Put in the Missin Curfew account, bud.
Yeah, we'll get in.
NFL football, you gotta love it. Fuck, I just love watching it every Sunday. Updog. It's been over a week now, but we haven't had the opportunity to talk about NHL and TNT. Our boy Biz, Rick Tockett, Wayne Gretzky, Anson Carter, Liam McHugh, I thought it was unbelievable. I thought Barkley coming out was great. They threw him in between the pipes, the big bastard in there, and he could hardly. Like I thought he was going to rip the arse right out of his pants. And they had the ass cam on. I'm like, oh, poor Chuck here's going to get it. Listen, I thought Biz did a great job of setting the tone and breaking the ice right away.
Yeah.
He said something funny about Ovi's tie, which was great. You saw everyone kind of take a little bit of a breather. I thought the only downfall was, and even Wayner said it, they were overplaying the Gretzky, his record.
Wayne doesn't want that.
He doesn't want that at all, right?
I agree. But they did it once, so they got it out of the way.
Yeah, he's like enough.
I think that's the only... That was the intro to the whole show.
Yeah.
Biz, they really tried to bring out the personalities. I think they should do a full show on Talk It eventually.
Anson
Carter, maybe not so much. Biz, yes.
Biz is great.
Right?
Biz is great.
And even Biz, doing the thing with his phone where he FaceTimed all of
Patty Maroon.
Yeah, Max Homa.
Yeah.
They pick up the phone and they're like, oh, you're doing this one again. Or you FaceTime me, I pick it up and you tell me you can't talk.
Sorry, can't talk, boys. I got TNT.
Yeah, so it was great. I loved the Charles Barkley thing. I was texting Biz. I actually, I wished him luck before the show and said hey man, go get it. This is amazing. Right? Just have fun. So he said thanks, and then he said, I go also tell Coach there. I said what's up, right? So he said he'd meet you at the Tree Bar. That's at Gaza Ranch, the Tree Bar to get.
Do I know where that is?
So me and Wayner had a few there this summer. But just the chemistry, I thought they, and Biz, me and Flowers talked to Biz maybe 2 weeks ago. And it was when I just told Flowers that Biz had got the job for TNT. He hadn't heard it yet. And, we called Biz, and Biz is like, basically, we went in for an audition. They told us okay, this is going to be the panel, but we haven't practiced or anything. We're kind of going in blind. We're going in and they will have, the producers, we got Max and Binger, and they're going to be like, this is what we're doing. Yeah. And you guys just run with it. So I thought they did an incredible job of just, having energy, bringing light, having fun. That set they have with the hockey rink. I mean, we could put a little hockey rink in here. We got the net. Actually, where'd our net go?
Yeah,
it is right there.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, they
paint that up, baby. They got to get the pipes look a little more red on that, I think. But
yeah, make it a little bigger so we can actually score some goals.
No, the set was cool.
Yeah,
dark, silver and dark. It was big, nice and wide.
Totally.
That's what NBC never had. Really, they had just.
And I think it'd be cool. Barkley has been a character on TNT for quite some time now with Shaq. But I think they could bring in some cool guests are comedic. Biz actually did say
Biz is fucking funny, man.
Charles is a full-on comedian. Everything that comes out of his mouth is hilarious, and that's coming from Biz, who's quite funny himself.
No, he's great. I love when Biz got the highlight of the show for me too was Biz got on a couple hockey rants where he was just getting his hands going, he was going, and then the one time talks is like, "Hey Biz, fucking," he didn't swear. He goes, "Hey Biz, zip it over there, would you?" And then Wayner jumped in on it. They have a good, and it's only one show. You know how uppy this, whatever. This is our 64th show. We've been best friends for a long time, but we've built chemistry since day one. They will build chemistry. They have that locker room feel that I hope people think me and you have here at Missin Curfew, and I have had our listeners tell us, which is the ultimate compliment. That had a sit in the locker room kind of feel. I was like, this is
with
great.
A couple Hall of Famers.
Yeah. I think they should get Wayner boozing a bit up there maybe too. Eh?
I think he was.
Was he boozing?
I don't know for sure, but he had I looked at the cup because I'm like, they got to let him have a couple glasses of wine.
Yeah, just to take the edge off.
Why wouldn't they? Are you telling me a couple sips of some Camus up there isn't the way to break in the first show? I think it is, unless you're just getting completely shit canned like
me and you do.
Like when we did the live show from my house. God, by the second period, we couldn't even talk.
I know, but we played golf that day too, didn't we?
That is
I had
true.
the Big Canyon Cup still from the back nine. NHL on TNT, Biz, Talks, Wayner, Carter. Great job, boys. This is what we need. Cool stuff. Make it feel like the locker room. You got some fans at Missin Curfew. Updog, I'm going to talk about fighting in the NHL here a little bit. Let's start first with Kadri and your boy Braden Shen. I had forgot how bad of a fucking hit that was. Holy fuck, he almost killed that guy, Falk. Anyways, first game of the year for them. They play each other. Shenner, God love him. I know you're a huge fan of him. I'm a big fan of the way he plays. He played great that night. Scored a goal. Fought Kadri. It's over with. It's done with. You got to give Kadri credit, Shenner credit. It's two guys in the same weight class. Get it done. Move on. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was. Listen, Shenner on that team. If Ryan O'Reilly wasn't in that dressing room, he would wear the C. He's a complete captain player. He plays on edge. He can score. He fights. He hits. He's everything you want in a captain. Canadian. He fucks. So Schenner, hell of a job. I love the way his team rallied, around it after. That was an incredible hockey game. You telling me the game before, to take Colorado every first period for the rest of the year. I did, and the Blues came out humming.
I know, but listen, I text Lupul.
Yeah.
I got some inside information. I won't say any names. I knew fucking McKinnon wasn't playing. Landeskog wasn't playing. Jack Johnson wasn't playing. Nishkinen, the big Russian. Is that how you say his name, Princey? Nishkinen from Colorado?
Nikushkin. Valery Nikushkin, yeah.
Nikushkin wasn't playing, so I text Loops. Said, hey, Loops.
Well done, Princey.
Yeah, Princey, yeah, baby. That's why we love you. I said, hey, you got to hammer the Blues. And they almost pissed it away, the Blues. They almost pissed it away. They tied it up on 6-on-5.
Thank God the goal was a goal.
Yost's kick? Did he kick
that was a goal, man.
Was it?
Well, yeah, because in the Vegas game a couple nights before, it remind me, Princey, who kicked the goal in the Vegas game? The Vegas home opener.
Chandler Stevenson.
Chandler Stevenson had the same play off the outside of his skate. Puck comes across and he angles it, but it's not like
that's fine.
This was the similar play outside of the skate.
Little kicking motion there.
I don't know. We might have to look at this.
No, listen, I agree with you. I thought it was going to count, and then I saw it from the second angle, and your boy.
So I maybe didn't. I was fucking flipping through Sunday football and the baseball game, so maybe I just.
Your boy Panger, who is a fucking absolute beauty. I've been watching the Blues game. Beauty. It was great yesterday. I was watching the game, and something happened. He's like, yeah, I'm playing golf again tomorrow. I'm heading to, because they're going to Vegas, right? They were Arizona, Vegas. So that Blues team is on one right now.
We should have went to Vegas and met them.
So he's playing with, he said on the telecast, he's like, yeah, I'm playing golf tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to Summit or wherever, but he's like, I'm playing with Rick Tocchet, who's Chief's good buddy, and Wayne and Janet Gretzky. So there's going to be some banter out there. I'm like, that's a fucking solid group.
Sweet. Yeah, they're probably playing at Summit, yeah.
Did you see Summit, the CJ Cup?
I saw the CJ Cup. Congrats to our boy Rory.
Man, they tear that place apart. Have you played there? Is it hard? What did you shoot there?
I shot pretty good. I only played to be honest, I played 12 holes the one day, and I came out and played like 7 the next day. I didn't play like a complete 18. I played all the holes, but it was like a sporadic 18. Course is great. Development is still really early, so it's hard. There was no clubhouse. You can't see the clubhouse because it's not built yet. But the course is great. Like, they have the one hole in the back 9 that Spieth chipped in on. Did you see that? He did the flop shot over with the lake behind it. That lake is like a fishing lodge. Basically, you go in there, they got all the rods. It's just filled with bass, and you just crack bass like after you hit your tee shot.
Okay, see, when you're rich, you don't even have to really go hunting for fish. You just say, hey, all right, fish on.
Hey, where's my ball? Fuck
all
it,
the
I'm going to go
normal
fish.
people are in the lake trying to fucking get it out of there. This one's just like, throw it in there. I was just saying how good these guys are, Uppy. I think they ripped 60 guys shot double digits or more. The cut was like, I don't even know. It was crazy how much they ripped.
The leaderboard looked great Sunday afternoon. It was basically 23 Rory, and then there was like 12 guys down was 19. So it could have been anyone's game, but it was just nice to see Rory McIlroy get back on.
I saw Shelly was there. Shout out to that beauty. He was on Instagram. He was following some the final group around on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, to Kadri and Schenner, great job, boys. That's how you handle it. It's over and done with. Moving on. Updog, another situation where a fight didn't happen. Our boy Ryan Reeves never fought Tom Wilson open night. Now, you've heard Sean Avery, who's a former Ranger, who I love Aves, but let's be honest, Reavo would probably, he would pump Aves. So I know what Aves is saying. Aves is saying, listen, you came to the New York Rangers, you got to fight somebody. That's your role. And I get it, Aves, and you're not wrong, Aves. I respect the way you play. I respect your opinion. I just think Reavo's having a hard time finding guys that want to fight him. And on this situation, I'll jump in first, Uppy, because we were talking about it in our pre-show meeting. I think Gerard Gallant, I'm going to give Reavo the benefit of the doubt. I think Gerard Gallant probably went to him opening night and said, listen, it's a full barn here in Washington. They get the last change. I'm not going to have you chase Tom Wilson around. But when they make their first appearance to MSG and they throw Wilson on and I can make the change and you jump over and MSG is going bananas, that's when you go out there and don't give him a choice. So I think Gerard and him probably talked it over as two veteran guys and said, listen, if it happens tonight, great. If it doesn't happen, we got it on the calendar. Fucking MSG, the Revo's jerseys will be going off the shelf after you fucking kick the shit. I mean, it'll be a good fight. Willie's tough, but from my perspective, I think that's what happened up, Doug. How did you want to see him go out of his way to fight him opening night?
I didn't even see them on the ice together. To be honest. So I agree. I think the Turk, Jarglant, and Reavo, knowing each other, knowing their personalities and the history they have together, there was definitely a conversation to be had. Now, I think Avery's point is, Reavo, do you want the fans of New York to absolutely chant your name. If you do, they are watching. This
Yeah.
is the home opener.
That's what Abe's is
You
getting
can
at.
go, just grab someone. But like, you know what? If Wilson's not going to do anything, just go and at least do something. I think that's Avery's part, right? Like and he makes a valid point.
No,
he
he's
played
not,
there,
he's not
so
wrong.
he knows.
He's
Now,
not wrong.
on his stage at MSG, there's no better place to go opening draw, make an absolute scene. Like, oh yeah, you're going to start tonight. You know, Laviolette's going to put you on starting right wing. Well, Turk goes, now's your time.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
it's on. And
Exactly.
there will be heavyweight fucking championship of the world in the NHL. Reavo, you know, versus our boy
Tommy Wilson.
Tommy Wilson.
Love Willie. We love him.
It'll happen, and it's going to fucking set the stage.
But it'll be great. Like, imagine, like, let's say they don't start, and then first, whatever, whistle, over comes Wilson. Turk waits a second, taps the fourth line,
Yeah.
over comes Reavo. Everybody at MSG gets going, and they just square off. Like, if I'm Reavo, he's the champ right now. He's the probably the heavyweight champ of the league. There was a saying up, and a lot of guys would think about this, and I'm sure Abe's was the same way. Like, if someone comes into your barn or vice versa, you fight on my terms. I'll fight you when I want to fight you. You're not going to dictate to me when I'm going to fight you. Of
course.
I'm sure Abe's probably did that throughout his career too because he was a good player and didn't have to fight. So I'm thinking that's what Gerard and Reavo are doing here. They're saying, well, let's let him sleep on it a bit, right? If you fight him opening night, it's over with.
Yeah, good
let's
point.
Let's let him nestle a bit. When he
let's
comes
think
in,
he's getting away with this.
when he comes into our barn in front of
It's
our
on.
fans, fuck, there's no going away.
Yeah.
So
and then watch Panarin go off on one of their younger guys too, because he
Panarin.
can fight.
he's so sick.
I know he's sick, but he can also chuck him. I fought him. He can fucking throw him. So, you know, he's
that's
not
great.
done. He ain't sleeping.
Revo, Turk, we're pulling for you guys. Rangers big win last night. I had you guys. Shizherkin was fucking kicking at the Air Canada Center up, dog. You had the Leafs. Listen, they should have won. Matthews had 14 fucking scoring chances, but the Shizherkin.
I fucked my parlor.
So we've got our. I'm going to get into Princey, but me and Princey are going to get into that here in a little bit. So, up, dog. We're talking about MSG and buildings, and it's been so long since fans, and this goes into people that are betting and going through DraftKings to do stuff with us. Like, let's not forget some of these buildings. Like, I watched opening night, Washington and New York, and I forgot. Like, listen, I took a lot of minuses in that barn early in my career in Tampa because of Ovi and the boys. Great fans. Philly. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just spit on you. Philly's back. I'm just saying, it's nice to see these buildings where teams got to go in there and they have a legitimate home team advantage.
I agree. We talked about this. Tough buildings. To me, it starts when you get to the rink. Actually, wrong. It starts
When you land.
When you land. If it's fucking freezing and you got the 50-minute ride in
Hey,
to the airport, from the airport
how bad
to
was
the hotel.
Washington for that?
Yeah, Washington was bad, especially if you land in the afternoon. Montreal was horrendous.
Horrendous.
Edmonton, I mean, you might as well land down in
just so-
Calgary and drive up to Edmonton.
It's just so cool. It's so far.
But it starts when you get to the rink. If you're stuck in a shitty hotel, the city sucks already. And then that whole mindset of like, God, these shitty bed, no good pregame food, no hot chicks. So, it sucks. So like Winnipeg to me, shitty hotel, always cold. You get to the rink, not a great dressing room, tough barn.
They're all over you there.
San Jose, buddy, the fucking Shark Tank. Again, shitty hotel unless you stay down
Santana Row.
until you if you stay at the Santana Row.
And there's a
great
couple
hotel.
other perks about San Jose, but we'll leave that for
Release. So then basically you get to the rink there too, and it's just the feeling like it's tough. It's tough, and immediately you're like, fuck, we got to play like Joe Thornton, fuck
Boyle,
Marlowe, and the fucking
Peter.
and they're gonna fucking. So those are tough. Washington to me in the playoffs when we played them in Philadelphia, the sound, it was louder than any building I've ever been in. Any building I had ever been in. The fucking bench that we sat on with the base of the speakers was literally vibrating with the screws. I think the screws were basically coming out of the bottom of the bench. By the end of the game, the bench was like falling over. It was unbelievable atmosphere, but you always knew that those games were going to be tough, and the fans have a big part of this. Whether fans don't know it or not, the way they are and the way they scream and the way they fucking flip the bird to the guys, it makes things hard, man. It's hard.
It's great, and it's good to see it. I just forgot about it, and like I remember that series you guys had against Washington. That was an unbelievable series where Lupul scored the fucking OT winner, right?
Double OT.
Double
Game
OT.
7.
Yeah, so and to me that in Edmonton, I used to have to play in that old Rexall place and fucking what was that hotel downtown? Is it the Fairmont or what's the one? Is it the
And
Fairmont?
where are we talking?
In Edmonton? Is it the Fairmont downtown?
Yeah.
No hot water in the shower when you wake up
Tough.
from your nap. You're like, holy
It's so
fuck,
dry.
Dry. You drive to the
lips
rink.
are chapped.
You always play at 8 o'clock because it's Hockey Night in Canada. It's pitch black. You're walking in. You're like, and back in the day, those guys would all cheat. Like Hall and Eberle, like they never played fucking D. So I'm like, I gotta chase these fucks.
I loved it. To me, going to Edmonton was not bad. But
How about
just
now?
because
If you had to go play,
yeah, it'd be tough. If I was lacing them up at that new Rexall, fuck
that place. Have you been there yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
training camp.
training camp there. It's
But
pretty-
I
it looks
played in there
unreal.
a couple years. It's unreal. Prince, you ever see a game there?
I haven't been in there, boys. I'm loyal to my Saddle Dome, but everybody says great things about that rink up in Edmonton.
I have a question about the Saddle Dome. Are you guys ever getting a new building? That's the first thing I thought last night when I flipped on the game. And then I had some other thoughts that we'll get into about your Flames. But are you getting a new rink? Because I played in that building. It's terrible. I'm sorry, Princey. I got dressed in that shitty room. Are you getting a new rink?
Confirmed, the Calgary Flames are getting a new rink, but it's not scheduled for, I believe, the 2024-25 season. Same builders as Little Caesars Arena in Detroit.
Whoa.
So kind of looking forward to seeing what's happening. You know, I agree with the Obes. The Saddle Dome has run its course a little bit. It's not as fun as it used to be.
No,
I
it's got
played
it's
in
got
there
good,
25 fucking years ago in
it's
the
got
dub.
good character, but fuck. It's about
I
it.
went to games
Got
there
great
when
character,
I was like
great character.
15.
How about when you walk out in the road, you got to duck under the fucking seats? You know, when you're coming on the bench, you got to duck under.
Oh, totally.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Good
It's
lighting.
fucking
Good lighting in there.
bright in there.
Fucking stiff boards.
They used to have the
glass?
stiffest glass ever, and they
Yeah.
had a bunch of meatheads running around. I'm like, fuck. Here, remember before they changed the rules to where everyone had to have the fucking good glass? Saddle Dome was literally like that, and they had McGrattan and Prusty. And I'm like going back for pucks all night. I'm like, I'm gonna separate my shoulder 100%. It was literally like
Big
that.
Robin Regier doing the can opener on you when you go wide on him. Remember that guy?
Oh yeah,
Fucking
Do I ever.
Riggs. Jesus.
So to the
Strong
fans,
beers there, boys. Strong beers.
you know what, Princey? I got to be honest with you. I was a little, although it was kind of a snooze fest game. We're going to get into it. The Sea of Red wasn't exactly buzzing last night. I thought they could have used a couple more cold ones in them.
No, I definitely agree, Obes. I'm not sure if that has to do with some of the rules of getting in the arena or not. But yeah, we need the fans to rally around this team. But the team's got to put a good product out there for us to do that.
I mean, the amount of pizzas at that. What's the Russian defenseman's name? What's his name?
Zadorov. Yeah,
I mean, the amount of pizzas he
spin
threw
around up the middle.
The one play he made where he went spinorama, backhand through the middle in front of his net. I'm like, now listen up, I like to go to my backhand more than I should have, but I was like, who the fuck was he looking to there?
Was he watching Goody?
Actually, Goody actually's played pretty good for them so far. But
they need him.
They do need
to
him.
be good.
But I tell you what, that big Russian he was turning them over. So the fans, it's really important, Uppy, and if you're betting through DraftKings, take that into consideration this year, guys, because as we move on, there will be home ice advantage for these guys, and it's great to see. So speaking of things that aren't great to see, fucking COVID. Nathan McKinnon is still in fucking COVID protocol. And if he's not careful here, Connor McDavid is going to wrap up the Hart Trophy before he even steps on the ice. So I don't know what's going on.
Fuck, you guys could have been hanging out last week, you and him.
I thought about flying in and hanging out with him maybe, eh?
Yeah, just shoot the shit, have a couple of Cannadips with him, maybe got a couple of bottles of vino.
I was texting some of my buddies in Denver being like, is he all right? They're like, he's fine. He's just sitting at home not getting a positive can't get a negative test.
Fuck, he should have got the
Fella
false positive like
McKinnon
me.
will be back.
Oh, Princey.
Is he playing
He's
tonight?
coming back, boys.
Is he playing tonight?
Yes, we are recording. Yeah, we are recording today on Tuesday. He is skating with the team today. He's scheduled to play tonight versus Washington. So when the podcast drops on Thursday, we'll probably have people talking about him going Broadway Bar Mexico a couple times already.
Princey, there you go, baby. That's why we love you. This is huge. I may have to take the Avalanche tonight. We're going to check that line on DraftKings, but thank God he's back.
What's the over-under in points do you think he gets tonight? 4?
I don't know. Has he been skating? Like, can you skate on your own when you're, or are you sitting at home? Like, I'm sure it doesn't affect him.
They got, who do they got? They got
Washington. Take the over.
Like Colorado's minus 125
I'm betting it right now.
in Wash. Total is 6 goals.
I'm betting it right now.
I took the over in the, now we're speaking about over-unders. I took the over in the Toronto fucking Ranger game last night. There was, 65 shots on net total?
I mean,
2 goals.
Up dog. This Shazurkin stepped on. He stood on his head, man. It was crazy.
So he is a good pickup then for the, no, not a good pickup, but he
He's
should
worth-
have started the season off in Washington.
I thought
Come
so.
on, Turk.
I thought so. So that's good news. I'm glad. Princey, way to pick me up there, fella. I'm glad. I just bet the fucking Avs too, boys. Because listen, this McDavid.
Full degen.
Yeah, this McDavid's, he's about to run away with the Hart here before we even got started. And now he's got a one-timer to his little out. You see that? One-timer cheese?
It's still not a great one, T.
No, it's not like heavy.
I mean, the shot went right in the middle of the net, but at least he's shooting it. That means he's not always thinking pass. Like, because a half decent shot is better than, what am I trying to tell McDavid how to play?
No, tell him.
But seriously,
Connor, listen up here. Updog's got
just
some tips
shoot
for
the
you.
fucking puck. There was a time, and I watched it firsthand because I was in Philly, but there was a time when Sidney Crosby changed his game from always passing to learning how to fucking shoot. And when he shot, he won the fucking Maurice Rocket Richard trophy. So it was a changed player, changed the way he fucking, then his team started to win Stanley Cups. If Conor just shoots the puck 50% more than he did before, I mean, heads up, he might get 60 goals. Then you're really proving to people that you're the best complete hockey player on the planet.
You're 100% right. And Sid worked on that. Sid worked on his face-offs, and it's kind of scary to think that Conor, I guess that's his only real negative, that he doesn't rip a fucking one-timer.
And he has a good shot, but if he just fucking shot it, if those pucks that come to him, because everyone plays him getting the puck and making a pass. If you just fucking shoot it on net sometimes, I mean, man, heads up. Fuck.
Hey, man, imagine how much fun it's got to be to dangle guys though and just throw backhand sauce everywhere. And just like,
this is funny to say. I felt like that last night in my men's league.
Did
game.
you?
Oh man, it was great.
I
looked at Flowers. I said, hey, I actually feel pretty fucking good out here. I feel fast.
Playing against movie stars and actors and singers. Eh?
There was a couple good guys out there.
How's Flowers?
God. Flowers was not
Was
bad.
he lazy? Was he lazy?
He got his feet going a few times.
Yeah, right.
But he had, his shot was not where it needed to be. Like we go 2-on-1 the one time, and I put the puck up to where he could skate into it, and I went, just fucking shoot it, and he like unleashed it quick, missed the net by like 6 feet.
He's brutal. I had to bring him out desperate times.
But he's not that bad.
No, I know.
He's good.
So I'm like, listen, Flowers, I signed in Finland. I'm out of shape. I've just been on a bender. I'm like, I need you to come to, and this is how good of a friend Flowers. I'm going to need you to come down here for 3 or 4 days and skate with me. Sure enough, doesn't hesitate. Down he comes. Now, at this point, he had nothing else to do, but he still came down to do it for me. And I was ripping passes at him. He couldn't handle it. He was using one of your sticks. He's like, yeah, fucking Upshaw stick sucks. I'm like, that ain't the stick, fella. But he does have good style. I will give Flowers that. He has good style on the ice.
You could tell he grew up in Philly in a hockey community because he can skate. And he's like, it was funny. I got back last night and Christina was like, how was it? I'm like, I was good. And then she's like, how's Flowers? And I'm like, surprisingly, he's pretty good. And she's like, fuck, he just doesn't look like an athletic guy to me. I'm like, I know it's because he's fucking out of shape, but like he is an athlete. Like he can throw a baseball. He could probably fight.
Can throw a football.
He can't really golf, but he can throw a baseball, football. And he can run. I kicked his ass in a 100-meter race for cash one time, but he's a half decent hockey player. Like he'd be pretty good in a men's league.
He's lazy. I
He
guarantee
could never play. He wouldn't be able to ever make like the East Coast League though.
No. I guarantee he's lazy. I'm going to strap him up and come out there, and I'm going to work Flowers over. So let me know next time.
I was hoping. I know you just got over your.
Listen, I'm ready for the Chris Shupp fucking tournament, but I took all my old stickers off my helmet. I put the Missin Curfew stickers on it.
Oh, good idea.
I had to buy a bigger shell to fit around my fat ass. My
Did you buy the shell?
I ordered online at Adidas one. It fits double XL. It fits. And my
call.
girdle just fits. It's just fitting, but I'm going to be able to go out there and snap it. So I do need to get on the ice with you.
Yeah.
Before we go play for Shuppy's tourney.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
McKinnon's back.
We should start our own league.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there enough guys down here we can find?
Well, we'll find some guys. Our boy B at Big Canyon that runs the fucking starter. He plays 4 times a week. So I'm sure
we should get out there.
Sure
it's fun snapping it around. And I can't imagine how much calories you burn. I never even thought about it, but maybe that's why I stayed so fucking skinny when I played.
You're skinnier now than when you played. How do your groins feel?
They felt good.
Yeah?
I did work out 5 of the last 6 days, though. I'm actually like, I'm saying enough's enough. I'm getting in there and trying to get some fucking, I want to play again.
McKinnon's back, baby. I love it. Princey, that's why we got you, baby. Updog, there was some big news. Obviously, there's females calling games now. There's females doing color. First female ref in the American Hockey League this week. Good for her. I kind of looked at it from an ex-player's perspective. It maybe probably would have helped me early in my career to keep my big mouth shut from yelling at refs. But listen, if female or male, if they can come up and be consistent and do the job, I don't care if they're male or female. Good for them. For me, do you think with a female ref, you may have, you know how it is in the NHL. If something goes bad and it's costing us a win, or getting in the doghouse with the coach, would you still light them up, you think, or would you step back because they are female and maybe not say what you would say to a Tim Peel or a Carey Fraser or whoever?
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I would probably still snap. And, you can't snap and say things now that you probably could have 20 years ago. But definitely over the course of our career, Obes, you need to talk to these referees in more of a mature manner.
Yeah.
Or it just, like you just said, they can absolutely fuck you.
It doesn't help.
They can put you in the box, and it's not like you're going to win these arguments with them.
No.
They don't get in trouble. I mean, very rarely are they getting their pee-pee whacked, so to speak, from Gary Bettman for making bad calls, or engaging in like this, FU match with a player. I used to do it numerous times. I always felt they were calling way too many penalties on me.
You and me both.
But it was funny. I listened to you guys on the power play yesterday with Bruce Boudreau, and this was a topic of your guys' conversation, and it was funny because he's, I had this one player, and he was this guy, like, he hacked more shit down than right. And then but he did more good than bad when he was playing like that. Like, if he was getting a couple slashing penalties, he was actually engaged in scoring goals and doing things that actually helped our team win. So I let him do it.
Yeah.
And as a coach, you kind of got to realize what's the balance here. Like, if this guy doesn't fucking, whack the guy, he's probably sitting looking at chicks in the crowd. Like, he's just not engaged in the game. But
you gotta let him play.
If he is throwing his elbows around, he is engaging, he's getting in the battles, which is a big part of hockey anyway. He's better. He's a better player. So that was always kind of the way I was. And I was, too many times, the hooking, and the game was super fucking fast, and these kids are just buzzing around, and of course you're going to slash them. So that was always pretty tough. But, I think it's a time now, Obi, and we're starting to realize this, like, there's lots of opportunity for women to be involved in business and in, training and, physical sports. And I guess now we're seeing it in the NFL. We haven't seen any women umpires in baseball. We have, at least I don't think so.
I haven't seen one.
But I haven't heard about it. But I'm sure the NBA is following suit. Hockey is right there. I personally, I don't know why. There's a lot of women. My little niece, Emma, plays hockey right now. She just got into it this year. She's playing organized hockey. My brother, Brento's like on the ice with her twice, 3 times a week. I think it's awesome because she was a dancer. So I think getting women more involved in hockey, whether it's on a referee level or just, creating the leagues. And I know the NHL has been trying to help out women's hockey and the Women's World Championships and all that good stuff. So it's nice to see that they're wanting to be in these positions. Now, whether they can handle when things it's a very emotional game.
Yeah,
like you
exactly.
said, it's emotional from the time you put skates on at 12, 13 than it is when you're 35 years old, playing shinny hockey, or you're in the NHL playing for Stanley Cup. Like, there's a lot on the line, and you got to have thick skin as a referee.
Exactly.
Because I have thick skin when the referee yells at me, and there's going to be times where that lady's fucking screaming at me like,
keep your stick down, Upshaw.
yeah. It's like, that's what hockey is. It's fast and it's intense and it's physical, and it should never change. But I think, it definitely provides, there'll be like a standard for how you speak to a woman referee.
Yeah. I think it would have changed the way I talked to her, because I would have just thought of my mom probably, right? If my mom saw me on TV motherfucking this female ref, she probably wouldn't be very proud of her son, right? But at the same time, if it's a 3-2 hockey game and you call me on a ticky-tack hold, I'm probably going to get up and let you have it, male or female. But what you said about thick skin, and I noticed this throughout my career, the veteran refs that we had, Tim Peel, Wes McCauley, Koharski, St. Pierre maybe. But you could talk to these guys. Near the end of my career, these new refs would come up. You can't say anything. They're so fucking, they want to dime you up or give you the extra 2 to fuck you. So to me, as long as they can, like you said, have thick skin, be consistent, I think, hey, good for them. If they want to work hard and get to that level, good on it. I'm not sure of her name. Princey, do you know the girl's name that coached, that refed in the American League?
Yeah, her name's Katie Gay. She's done hockey most of her whole life. Like, she played for Brown University. She actually did a lot of prospects camps for the NHL, so I guess she's technically been at that level. And she was one of the referees, a couple of years ago when they did the 3-on-3 women's all-star game. She was one of the referees in there, so she's been around.
There you go, not a baby. All right, Katie Gay, congratulations. Listen, Katie, if I had any advice for you, let the boys play.
Totally.
Katie, less is more. Let the boys play, and you won't have any problems out there. So
And then they'll see you at Tootsie's after and buy you a drink. Okay?
Hey,
I mean,
hey, what if there was like a hot female? Hey, you would have tried.
Depends.
You would have tried back in the day for sure if you would have saw her out after the game. But
that's one way to get in the good books.
Good or bad books, eh? You never know. So congratulations to her. Up dog. We talk about these young players doing cool shit. We want cool shit. Style on and off the ice. Jack Hughes scores a fucking sick OT winner. Stops up. I don't know why no one cross-checked him in front of the net, but I guess that's because you can't cross-check anymore. Scores. Fires his twig into the crowd. I didn't know what to think. I had to talk to you because you were an emotional player with unbelievable celebrations. So you're the first guy I wanted to talk to. At first, I was like, wow, this cocky fucker. What did you think? Did you like it? I guess it gets the fans involved. Are you okay with this moving forward? Like, is this something that we should maybe fire stuff in the crowd? Or I don't know. It threw me off a bit.
He's the first player I've seen throw a stick in the crowd since I did it in Czech Republic at the World Juniors. I did it in the finals. Or did it get hit over the boards?
I
actually, though, the glass was so low there that I went to jump into the boards and my stick hit the top and it tomahawked over. And then after the celebration, we're sitting there and I'm looking on the ice for my stick, and I got this like Checo fan like trying to give it back to me. I thought it was an incredible goal, hell of a goal for this kid. Like, you know, he's in a year right now that can really make or break how this kid is looked at in the league. Like, right. Yes. Is he a number one center? Can he make the Olympic team for the USA? Can he, you know, provide them, you know, and when I say number one center, can he play against like Connor McDavid's and Panarins and, you know, the league's best players? He still looks like a little kid. Now, if it's on his stick the whole time, like Patty Kane looked like a little kid for a long, long time, but he became Patty Kane.
But better on his, like stronger on his edges too.
Yeah.
When I watch Hughes play, he doesn't have that Patty Kane where like, you know, Kaner's like wide and thick. Like he still seems like a little bit, I don't know, in my opinion that he looks
totally. And now you got to think back at Patty Kane when he's 22 years old. So it's like, you know, he will get bigger. Yeah. He will, but you're right. Him and Quinn are two tiny. They're tiny kids. So, but they are going to get the experience. They're going to get the touches. They're going to get the power play looks. Just can they continue to put up points to make them number one, you know, players in this league? And, I just think overtime goal, home opener, launch the stick into the crowd. Why not? Like, I think it's hilarious.
Just know for a fact that if this would have happened when we played.
Oh, man, yeah.
The next time Jack Hughes played whatever team I was on and he fired the stick in the crowd.
Yeah. So that was Chicago, right? Yeah. So they play him once more.
But that's not going to happen anymore. I get it. But you would be a prime example. A guy like
if I launched my stick into the crowd.
No, but let's say Jack Hughes did that. The next time we played, I'd be like, Uppy, be all over this Hughes. All 100%. Fucking night, cross-check him, get in his face, tell him if he ever throws a stick over the glass again.
Yeah.
You know, we wouldn't send our heavyweight at him, but we would send a veteran guy like you that, you know, that could get under his skin. So listen, I'm all for making the game cooler, making hockey cool again, like you say. It threw me off. Jack, if you score OT winners, I never did. Maybe I would have threw my stick in the glass. So
I wonder if it just spear chucked someone in the crowd.
He just fucking went like that. It almost hit a guy in a Chicago Blackhawks jersey. Fucking almost hit him, and then someone grabbed it.
And then that'll lead us right into our next section, some fights in the crowd.
Yeah. Before we get to that, let's talk about Uppy. We talk about style. You're looking stylish. You're a stylish guy. We want these players to fucking, you know, Patrick Laine.
Oh.
Listen, this kid's an unbelievable player. I think he's going to have a good year. He's going to score over 30. But this outfit that he had on, I'm all for, you know, the shades with the purple and the turtleneck. Fuck, it's not that cold for a turtleneck. It's from Finland.
It's not the midnight blue Tom Ford look that you'd be going for.
It's not like a Lundqvist look, is it?
No, it looked like something out of a fucking Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
Weird looking guy to begin with. You got to give him a little bit of that. Like he's not like
he's no Teemu Solani, is he?
He's not Teemu. He ain't Hank. He might be an all-star, but he ain't on the, you know, he's not on the lookbook.
I would say for him, less is more when you're rolling into the barn.
Maybe he's just going to own this weird, funky look. Like he's going to, he might actually be the sole reason why everyone's not allowed to wear a suit anymore. Maybe everyone's going to have to go casual because these so obnoxious glasses that he put on. I mean, it's just kind of funny.
I don't know the guy either, and I'm like, I think he's, I don't know. I'm going to say from judging him that he may be sensitive, like he couldn't take a chirp. But if he walks in the dressing room in our era back then, if Travis Green and Robbie Niedermeyer, my rookie year, see Patrick Laine rolling in with that suit on, he is getting
lit. What would a Tort said?
I mean, Bobby Niedermeyer and Travis Green would have fucking ripped him and be like, are you kidding me, kid, with this fucking thing? Like, it was just, I don't know. I'm all for these players doing cool stuff. I personally thought that was a tough look. But
Hey, life has changed so much, but you're allowed to wear whatever the hell you want.
I think he did end up scoring maybe the winner that night. So what the fuck do I know? But he's off to a good start. And you know what?
Good.
Shout out to Max Domi. Bummer he got hurt up. He was off to an unbelievable start. I think he had 1 goal, 4 assists. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. Max, get back, buddy. We're pulling for that guy. I mean, he's a great player. So he was off to a good start. What happened to him? I want to say, Princey, what did he break? His wrist or what was it?
Ribs.
Ribs. See, Uppy, if you get a little corner weight, you don't ever break a rib. Yeah? I never had to worry about breaking a rib.
You just got to eat a few ribs and then you'll be fine.
So to Max, get healthy. Lonnie, whatever, buddy. Maybe you went out in Columbus after the game with that outfit on and fucking scooped a chick from Ohio State and took her for a spin. I don't know. He could have. Yeah,
that's a tough barn. Speaking of tough barns, that's a tough city to just go do some.
Happy birthday to the greatest Columbus Blue Jacket player of all time.
That's a tough city.
Up, Doc, speaking of tough cities and new cities, and listen, the crackheads are out. They're out in full force. They're in Nashville, our old stomping grounds. Listen, I've had a few too many on Broadway myself, right? Listen, Broadway Street can get you. We went there for the finals. Next thing you know, I'm in a Donnybrook. I got Flowers not helping me out, shocker. Listen, they're at the fucking Nashville game, and they're chucking and ducking up, dog. These crackheads are out for blood early.
Yeah.
Like Nashville, Southern Hospitality. I don't know if I ever saw a fight in Nashville at a game. Did you?
No, I didn't. But Philly, I did.
Well,
yeah. So the game is actually, hockey is hilarious in the NHL when it's a show, right? You're in a show, like clean ice to start the game off, crisp passes. The one thing that will stop the show is a hell of a fight in the crowd. Everyone just literally
players
the puck,
look. Everyone looks.
Refs, players, like you could go down on a full breakaway and the goalie let you score just because the fight looks so fucking cool in the crowd. Like it looks cool. That fight. Seattle fans, this guy was going at it. Like they
were throwing bombs.
Both of them at the beginning of the fight were both chucking. Then, it looked like the Preds guy was getting probably more licks in on the Kraken guy.
See, the thing about crowd fights too is
it's one guy's up above, one
gotta
guy's
know
below.
where you are. If you're below, you gotta get to higher ground. Because if you let me here, I'm going to just destroy you. But if I get to the same, like this one guy was just fucking feeding rights down.
Yeah. So I actually don't mind being lower because you can kind of punch up.
You could come up with some force. But there was guys coming from the side.
The guy just gets you on top, I guess you're right. Jersey pull, especially you're wearing a jersey. So it's straight on, just get the jersey over his head, make sure his arm's locked, and just feed him. Now, hopefully your buddies are sitting beside you, not behind you. Because if they're beside you, you're getting, it's you versus...
There was guys jumping in all over the place. It turned into a full-on Donnybrook.
That's a good way to start the season off.
Is this going to be a staple of Seattle at home? Like, are they going to be the Oakland Raiders fans of the NHL where they just...
I just thought everyone smoked a lot up there.
I don't know. I just thought everyone smoked weed in Seattle and fucking listened to Nirvana and chilled out. But these guys were the crackheads.
Like
a
mosh pit. They should actually have a mosh pit in one of the rinks. It's standing room only. They allow whoever wants to fucking come in from the opposite team. You want to sit in there, it's on. Like in soccer.
Yeah.
Maybe
the Kraken fans are going to be the badass of the NHL. I don't know. They're off to a hell of a start. Their fourth, and they got their first franchise win that night in Nashville. So they went in, won, got in a fight in the crowd.
I'm sure the boys had a time after the game too.
I'm on board for Seattle. I like their team. They're playing well. That Tanev kid, he plays hard.
Nice goal he had the other night.
Yeah, Schwartzy got hit in the fucking...
Did he? Not the beak.
Yeah, somewhere like that.
Not the beak.
Yeah, he was bleeding all over the place.
Was this last night in Philly?
I think so.
Ooh, that was a rough old game. They got beat up pretty
good.
We're
going to get to Tomer in a bit, but Kraken fans, good on you. I think it's entertaining, up dog. One thing I wanted to touch on here, listen, we talk about physical hockey. You played the game the right way. I'm all for physical hockey, but headbutting, I've seen it twice now at the start of the season. Anderson and Calgary, listen, if you're going to go after Yamamoto, take your glove and bury it right in his fucking nose. There's no need to go in with your headbutt. And Bunevich last night in Phoenix.
That was dumb. I hope Chief grabbed him after the game and said, you want to play on this team? You fucking keep that shit.
Yeah.
You keep that back home in motherland.
There's no need to be headbutting guys out there. I'm all for getting in people's faces. Listen, I don't know why they're doing it,
but could have cost them the game. Whatever. It's game 2, but it's just not a good look. You're making headlines now. You're like, just... I don't even know what goes through your head. It's like, that would be like spitting or biting or whatever. Like, just, it's unnecessary. It's not in our game. There's no place for it. And, you go out, you score your first goal as a Blue, and then like 10 minutes later, you headbutt a guy that's like, and not to mention that shift, he ended up elbowing Andrew Ladd pretty damn good. Like, it might be a double suspension. Did you see that, Princey? He gets...
I missed that one, but
so
I heard about it.
he gets Lad like in the nose. That Lad's like skating off, and then puck goes down in the corner, and then that happens. It's like, I don't know.
Listen, just punch him in the face or cross-check him in the wrist, or I don't know. There's no room for headbutting. So to those guys out there, I hope they get that out of the game, Uppy. There's no room for that shit. And Anderson's lucky. They only dinged him. I thought he was going to get suspended. They dinged him.
The glove was in the way.
Yeah.
So he never actually head-butted him, but
true.
the act was there. But he just goes in like a fucking bulldog into it. Or not like a bull, like a, raging bull.
Raging
Kinda
was right in like that.
And that could be bad when you're up against the glass and the other guy's like, you know, that could hurt someone.
Whatever happened to good old face wash? Give him a fucking stinky glove and call her night. Don't be headbutting him. Fish hook him even.
Grab his balls.
I'll give you the fish hook. Just fish hook him like I did to Gomer in the playoffs and he bit my finger.
Did he?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
he shouldn't have had your finger there.
Well, I had my glove off, fucking Jersey and Tampa in the playoffs, and I had him right in there, fish hooking him. And
See, in the playoffs, anything goes.
I go to the ref. He bit my finger. My ref goes, "What's your finger doing in his nose?" I go, touche. So, Princey, my man, the Battle of Alberta. Although they played fucking 8 or 9 times last year, no fans. The fans were back in Edmonton. What were your thoughts on that, brother? I thought it was great. I watched the game. I thought Calgary played pretty well. But it was nice to see some drunk Albertas back in the fucking stands.
Speaking of drunk Albertans, Obes, you were firing me texts on Saturday night. I had to rewatch the game because I was a little bit too much in one for the game. So I knew you were going to be firing me questions, so I had to rewatch the game the next day. It's kind of par for the course with Calgary, man. They never seem to have good starts. Opening up the season in Edmonton was tough. I'm a little disappointed that the Flames kind of got bullied a little bit. You know, that was the whole idea, getting some of these guys in the summertime that they got. So, you know, it is what it is. It's game one. I like the scraps. I like the rough stuff. It was a good game to watch, and we've got 3 more to go.
It was great. Tkachuk was unbelievable. That kid's in everything. He's in everything. Literally everything. He's in front of the net. It was great. It was great to see the fans back. You could see the energy from both sides, the Oilers and Flames. It was great. It was great. It was a good hockey game. Calgary probably deserved better. Mike Smith played unbelievable. Say what you want about Smitty. I don't know if he's the guy to get him to the Stanley Cup, but he's playing great right now. Battling. I mean, he's the reason.
Quality goalie. It's just, you know, can he stay healthy for that many? Koskinen last year didn't do anything, come in and make saves when he needed to. So it solely relies on your starter. Now, is your starter a guy that can play 70, 65 games? That's not, I don't think, possible for Smitty. Now, time will tell. Will they eventually score enough goals to win all these hockey games? 6-3, 6-4, 6-5. They might be able to.
Princey, how quick can you pull up UFA pending goalies in the NHL right now? Because I'm telling you, they're gonna make a move at the deadline to bring in a veteran goalie to help Smitty. I just don't know who's out there. Is it like, does Jonathan Quick have 1 year left on his deal? I just think they need.
Give me 1 second here, boys.
They need something to help. Sorry, Prince, you didn't mean to throw a curveball at you there.
No, that's all good. It's all good, boys.
If you have Smitty and another veteran guy that you can do the 1A, 1B, and whoever gets rolling, you know, I just don't know if over the course of 4 rounds, but Smitty keeps himself in unbelievable condition. He's a freak athlete. He works hard. I don't know, but
there's a handful of goalies here, guys, that could be available at the deadline. Well, you've got Fleury in Chicago. That was the 1 year because Vegas dumped him off. We'll skip over the next one because it's Koskinen. That's who they got right now. Kemper in Colorado.
No, he's not going.
You've got you got Halak as a backup in Vancouver. The one that's interesting to me is Jonas Korpisalo in Columbus. I think they're rolling with Merzlikins now.
Yeah.
So that might be a guy, and I have heard his name connected to Edmonton. But then it kind of tails off. You got like your Holtbys, your Martin Jones, you know, David Riddick.
Yeah, it kind of tails off. Even any of those guys would be an upgrade to what they got. But maybe, listen, I thought Chicago was going to be better. They're playing extremely loose right now. I mean, I don't know. Like, I love obviously Sheldon Brookbanks as their D coach, but their head coach there, you got to tighten it up a little bit. Up Dizzle, DraftKings, baby. You got to love these guys. They're everywhere. The NFL season is rolling along, but it's never too late to get in on the action with DraftKings.
You're damn right. The official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. This week, new customers can get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. So Obes and listeners out there, do not miss your shot to get in some skin in the game.
Gotta have some skin in the game, up dog. Playing daily fantasy football is simple. Just pick your lineup of NFL stars while staying under the salary cap and score enough points to bring home cash. And with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes, you'll feel the NFL action like never before. DraftKings is safe, secure, reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want.
I know what I'm doing today. I'm going to have a little competition with you for this weekend. That's what we're doing.
Do it.
Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code
Curfew Kings.
This week, new customers get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. So enter the promo code
Curfew Kings
to get a free shot at millions in total prizes with your first deposit. That's code
Curfew Kings, up dog.
only at DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligible restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
Up dog, Cannadips, baby. I got a lip boomer in right now. I think I got, let me check.
What do you got in the pocket today,
Check
Obes?
what I got. Oh, yeah. For the Broadway, I got the tangy citrus flavor because he liked that and the mango. Remember?
You know what I love about
There you
these
go. You can
tins is
snap
that you
it.
can just snap it. I feel like I'm in junior hockey here again.
Hey,
just
and-
snapping it around.
And yeah, man. You know what? I always have it in my back pocket for golf.
It balances you out.
Balances me out. Sits in there well. Tangy citrus, mango were the Broadway's favorites. I like them all. I mix and match them. I go American Spice, Wintergreen. I put it all together. Promo code
Curfew Cali,
Cali.
baby.
Get it in you. I suggest you do the O'Brien. 5 California rolls. So 5 times 5, 25 tins coming at you. Promo code Curfew Cali. To the Cannadip boys, thank you for everything the last month. You guys have been solid. Good team guy, glue guys, up dog, lip boomers.
www.cannadipscbd.com. Promo code Curfew Cali.
Curfew Cali. Boys, our first segment presented by our good friends at DraftKings, the milk carton, baby. It's back. And I'm going to throw a little rink in the milk carton. I'm going to take somebody off the milk carton that has been missing for what I thought was the last 3 years. Andrew Ladd, Uppy. I'm taking him off the milk carton. They found him. He was missing. I thought the guy retired 3 years ago. I thought
He was on
long
Blue
term.
Island is where he was.
So what? He's just skating, staying. Was he in the
Yeah,
American
he-
League or where was he?
No, he was. I'm sure he was just. Lou was saying, "Listen, you're hurt.
Shut up."
And, yeah, you're hurt. Shut up. And now you're going to be because he had knee issues. He came off a knee injury at the same time I was doing my knee rehab. So this is 3 years ago now, and he came back and tore his other ACL basically like a couple weeks after. So he dealt with some gnarly injuries. He's obviously, I mean, he's probably a year younger than us, so he's our age. And Lou was like, "You're kind of done here." And then they traded him, just dumping salary this year. And sure, he just comes back and makes the team. And he's a good guy, good leader, good Western leaguer. So it's nice to see him back. So I love that. I love taking him off the
I
milk
think
carton.
it's great.
I
I
know
mean,
we
listen.
had him on the milk cart when we were with Cons, and it was like, Cons, where's this Andrew Ladd like for your Islanders? They could use him. And it was basically on Lou Island.
What's he making this year? 5.5? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
is.
know if he's worth that.
No,
but
it ain't worth that,
He scored a
but-
great goal. He's in front of the net. I battled against Ladd. I fought him when he was in Carolina. I battled against him in the playoffs in Chicago. Obviously, got the better of me. I'm happy he's back, Uppy. I was just shocked, and we had Bill Armstrong on with Cools and the boys. He said Ladd's been unbelievable in the dressing room. So take Andrew Ladd off the milk carton. He's back, and we're all for veteran guys getting another chance. Like Brian Boyle, good on him. It's great. So Andrew Ladd off the milk carton, back in the National League.
All right, my milk carton, and this isn't because they're missing, it's just because they're a little outrageous right now. Okay. So you're on the fucking milk carton. Is Edmonton Oilers fans. All right, I'm telling you this because it's 2 games into the goddamn season. You've only played teams
All he wants
in
to bring
Canada.
him down.
No, I mean, fuck, let's be honest. They played the same team for a full season, these same, 6-7 teams for a full season. They have not seen the likes of Colorado or Vegas or anyone on the East Coast, Tampa. Like, welcome to the NHL again when you play some of these teams. So you're 2-0. Yes, Connor's already probably got 12 points. I don't fucking know. But, the league is ready for you, right?
We're ready.
They're ready. So come down here to the U.S., bring some sunscreen, and let's, play some real burn. They're coming right now.
They
They're
got
coming
Arizona, Vegas this week back to back. I'm like, Bears.
They could go 4-0.
Tough bouts on the back to back though. The guys haven't been out of Canada in fucking a year and a half, and the first time they come down, they got to play back to back. Come on, NHL. Give them a day off in between there so they can fucking go.
I
to
like
Vegas.
the way your head's. I like the way your head's working.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of buddies up in Vegas. They listened to our show last week. Yes, they listened to our show last week. They heard I like Vegas to win the division. So I got a couple bets right now. So to you fuckers up there, you haven't won anything yet, all right? They haven't. You might.
Bueno, Stewie, don't listen to him. You guys are rolling. Hey,
Jeremy Main, he's my boy. We bet a G note on the fact that
Canadian or American?
Canadians monopoly money. So we're going on. I got Vegas, and I actually gave him 5 points.
You gave him a 5-point cushion? Where was my 5-point cushion for our Nobu? I don't want it.
I know. See, he wanted it. And I just said, yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, your Vegas Golden Knights are banged up. Stone and Patch already. Are you a little concerned?
Wait till they trade for Eichel.
Because you did say last week that what if McDavid and Draisaitl get hurt? And
and it just so happened
the
two
hockey
best
gods, as Trotzy would say. Gotcha.
Their goalie's better. Their barn is better. There's a lot of things going on better. Their D are better.
You know who hasn't been good for them? And I know it's early, but this Nolan Patrick. Do you know this kid at all? I just remember.
Listen. I don't think he's the player that he's been touted to
be.
Now I say that I wasn't that. Now I'm knock on myself. It's only a couple years in. He was hurt, but he doesn't have that fire. He's not fast.
He doesn't
the game's
play with
fast.
that fire ups.
I agree, and he gets the spot in front of the net. Guys look at the guys that were always good in front of the net. The Hartnells, the Rick Nash, Luples, these guys, they battle their ass off in the blue paint. Yeah. To the point where you're going crazy. You're falling into the goalie all the time. Corey Perry, this is how you score ugly goals and how you make a name for yourself in the league. And if that's going to be his spot, you gotta earn it. Little fire. I agree what you're saying. He hasn't quite done it.
Yeah, you come to Vegas with the best building to play on a Stanley Cup contending team. And granted, it's early. I just remember Kevin Hayes coming on last year before the season started. He said this Nolan Patrick looks unbelievable. And then obviously had some injuries last year. And I thought it was a good trade for Vegas, but Uppy, until he plays with that fire and passion and goes to dirty airs, like you said, it's going to hurt Vegas a little bit. So. Updog's putting the Edmonton Oilers Nation. A fucking Alberta boy is putting Oilers Nation on the milk carton. I love it. It's getting season's on. No friends. There's no friends around here. Princey, who you got?
Well, we're gonna stay in Alberta, and I promise to you, Missin Curfew fans, that I know that there's more teams in the league besides Calgary. Trust me, I know that. But I'm gonna go with the Broadway milk carton treatment of trying to get a reverse in here. I'm going to put the Calgary Flames on the milk carton because these guys have not won a season opener since 2009. That's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure, Obes, they played Vancouver in 09, and I'm pretty sure you were on that team.
I was. They beat us, right?
Calgary Flames milk carton. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Gio had a nice goal in that one. That's the only highlight from that game. But the Calgary Flames are going on the milk carton because they have not had a winning start to the season since 2009. It's ridiculous.
I'm going to piggyback you, and I'm going to second them on the milk carton. Not because of the opening night, because they cost me a fucking parlay, a 4-teamer last night. It was something like I put down 200 or something to win 2,500. I had the Rangers, Flyers, Blues, and fucking Calgary. And my good friend William Upshaw texted me in the 30, said, your parlay's looking good. I said, it is, but these Flames are about to fuck me. I could just see the way the game was going. And then the one play, I don't even know, they turned it over. Fucking Raquel comes in, ladies tease, rips it past Markstrom. And then in overtime, I was like, I'm in one. You know, when you're betting, you're in one. I'm like, it's over.
Who scored an OT?
Jamie Drysdale. I don't know what Johnny Hockey. Listen, 2-on-1s, you're a forward. Tell me this. Are 2-on-1s that hard to play as a forward?
Skating backwards?
Well, he tried to do it skating forwards.
So what was his depth? What was his depth like?
So Monty, my boy Monty got over the. It was a terrible shift. Hannafin was lugging his ass out there. I don't know why he plays 3-on-3. He skates like me. He's slow. He fucked the fumble, fucks it. He gives it to Monahan. Monty gets inside the blue line. God, I love Monty. Turns it over. Hannafin gets caught. Yeah. Raquel Drysdale 2-on-1 on Johnny Hockey, and Johnny Hockey is like
Did
skinny.
he take the passer or the shooter?
He didn't take anyone. He should have taken. He took the beer guy in section 12.
Yeah,
he
he's
didn't
Uncle
take
Lon.
anyone. And Raquel sauced it back door, a play that me and you could have made. There was nobody
Yeah.
there. And Drysdale went fucking spinky, and it was Markstrom had no chance.
Yeah.
And 2,500 out the window.
That sucks.
And I had the Flames at minus fucking 200 or something, so it ended up costing me. They fucked me.
So you're
Princey.
all in on you were all in on them against Anaheim because
It was my lock of the night.
Yeah.
I just thought Anaheim played back. Anaheim just, I don't know. I thought going into Calgary, I don't know. Princey, they're on the milk carton, but I'm concerned. Are you not concerned?
Keep them on there. They'll be on there all year.
It's tough to say, boys, because it's only 2 games into the year. But like I've said, it's been like this for 12 years now. So time will tell, boys. I'm sticking with them making it in the playoffs, but time will tell.
Fuck, I just think they missed their window to make some moves. But anyways, that's for another day. Up dog, that was the milk cart presented by our friends at DraftKings. Unbelievable. Our next segment is brought to you by our good friends at Oura Rings, National League or not. Some of these hits that Princey's been putting up on our social media.
I'm a hitter, buddy. I love it.
I know your hits would have been in this category. We would have had a lot of Upshaw hits that were borderline. The first one, Princey fired up. Tyler Myers absolutely destroying Duncan Keith. Oh.
So I mean, you gotta love the big bastard throwing his body around because he's a monster. So you gotta play physical.
He has to play like this.
Now, I guess looking at the hit, he's a D-man. He's on the forecheck. When you do that, obviously your purpose is to make a statement. This is home opener. This is what you call National League to me. This is hockey 101. I think it's a way to set the tone for what's going to be, a long year playing the Edmonton Oilers and watching McDavid and Draisaitl just backdoor you all season long. Make a statement. Come out. Play hard. He's fighting. I think Myers is basically fighting for. That's just a good hit.
That's a good hit.
Actually, so let's be honest. Dunks. That's on
cut.
Dunks.
Yeah. No,
Dunks need to be more on the wall. If you're on the wall, you take that.
He pops
hit.
his head up.
No, I know, but Dunk should know never to grab that puck 6 feet from the wall right there. Or at least if you are grabbing it, continue your momentum into the wall so you can use it as a...
I would have just kept... I know what you're saying as a D-man. So he's getting it here. For me, I keep that puck going on the yellow, right? I take a look. I keep that puck going because as soon as you open up, Uppy, is where you put yourself in a vulnerable position to get fucking absolutely railroaded by a 6'8" giraffe killer named Tyler Myers.
Oh, yeah, that's just a...
Cut him for like zips.
So yeah. And you never think of the D-man coming down on you, and that's the problem here.
No.
So you know what, Mizey, you can hurt someone doing that. If it's clean, fucking that's how you make a statement, man. That's a good, hard body check.
You know who got me on that same kind of play was a D-man, Cam Barker, remember from Chicago?
Yeah, of
in
course.
Playoffs, I thought I had time. He came down, the whole fucking GM place went green. My bucket was gone. I go back to the bench. I'm doing the fucking Bambi. So you can get guys like that. But that's a National League hit. Tyler Myers has got to play like that.
How to get up, Dunks.
Got a boy, Dunks. Dunks is playing good for them. He's doing exactly what I thought he was going to do, just being solid. Him and Cody Ceci are playing well. Landeskog hit on Kirby Doc, my boy Landy. National League or not? I've seen this one's a bit on the country. This is a bit on the countryside.
This is tough.
Look at Landy. That's how you get her deep, Landy.
Landeskog is as
Go
good.
get him, Landy.
Is as good as anyone when the puck gets in the zone and he protects it. He's as
He
good
could
as
have got an
anyone.
elbow penalty there.
Ooh. Yeah, so this is tough. That is a vulnerable player.
Yeah.
And Kirby Doc is an incredible young guy. He got fucked
player.
up last year, unfortunately, missed most of the season with a broken wrist. This is a tough hit, Landy. Landy knows it's tough. If we sat here and talked to him today, he probably said, I'd try not to hit him next time.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what he'd say. That's a tough hit. It's a hit you're going to hurt someone. He's not a dirty player.
Watch this elbow here.
I don't mind that.
No,
but
right here, you got to let up.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean,
You're
listen.
gonna fucking
He
kill
seemed
the guy.
pissed off that shift.
Listen, he plays with, and that's why you got to love him because he has that. But he has the ability, Uppy, and me and you had it too, to go over the line. And Landy can go over the line sometimes, obviously.
Now, what happened to him before that? Did anyone fuck with him before that?
I mean, he was just playing hard. He was out.
He was just running around.
Yeah,
He was just running around that shift.
It
He
was
playing pissed
4-2.
off.
I know what
Chicago
I
was-
like running
It was
around.
a physical game. The whole game was physical.
Oh, so Krug. That's not Krug. Krug doesn't even play in the league.
No, I don't think so.
I played against him in Switzerland.
Yeah, see that one?
That you can break a guy's neck like that.
Jesus.
That's tough.
I'm glad he's okay.
What did he get? 2 games?
2. So, Landy, we love
Could
you.
have got 4. He could have got 4.
We love you, but that's not National League fella. But hey, listen. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you do stuff to send a message. It's early in the year.
That's one way to welcome that kid back in the league.
Yeah, Kirby Doc, he's a great player too. I've been impressed with him early on in the season for Chicago. So the next one, this is a great one too. Dylan Larkin punch on Matthew Joseph. What do you think of this play here, Uppy? Hold on, Princey. Okay, Uppy. Is that dirty?
No, that's not dirty.
Okay.
No.
Run that again, please.
This isn't dirty. Dylan Larkin. I mean,
I don't mind that.
no, I don't mind that either. I like this is Donnybrook hockey. You got to love it.
I love it.
I like Dylan Larkin to me on this play. There should have been no disciplinary action at all. Why? Because he takes a hit from behind. He retaliates with a punch, not a slash, not a nothing. The punch is whatever vicious, but he also drops his gloves and says, I'm a hockey guy. I'm going to make do for what just happened. I want to fight someone. Yep. That's to me, okay. He's not doing anything cheap. He's like sticking up for himself.
I love it.
Right? I
think
that.
it's national.
George Peros probably loved that too. I don't know why, but there's no reason why he should have got 1 game.
Kevin Bieksa said that the new gloves now, because of all these block shots, that there's more plastic in it than there used to be. Do you think that's true?
What's he doing here? Why doesn't he play the puck?
Oh,
I love that.
I think it's
Boom.
great too.
Gloves off. Let's go.
Bertuzzi, I love that kid.
So
is that true about the gloves though? Is there more plastic in there now?
I don't know.
I think Juice is fucking.
Oh, so he just kind of.
I'd say, listen, it's a hard play.
Yeah, he took the wrong angle at the puck.
I love the piss and vinegar of Larkin though. He doesn't want to take it. Boom. Bertuzzi's in there. I think that's national. I didn't think he should have got suspended either. We love it. Larkin, keep it going, fella.
1 game.
1 game he got, I know. Come on, Georgie.
1 game?
Georgie.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
1 game, yeah.
Mighty Ducks? Yeah, well worth it.
That's 5.
Conor Garland on Philippe Zadina. Is that how you say the guy's name, Princey?
Yeah, you got it, Hopes.
This was great. Did you see this?
Zadina.
Before you run it,
This
sorry.
is an Alex
Did
team,
you see this Zadina's interview after? Called Garland a midget? It was fucking great. He goes,
2 inches taller than him.
He's just like a little fucking midget that's coming at me. But anyways, roll it, please. Garland's a little water bug up here.
Yeah, I know. To me, Obi,
I don't know what's wrong with that. I mean,
it's kind of dirty.
is it? I got to see it again.
It's kind of dirty. It's dirty. Why? Because
it's low.
yeah, like a guy's reaching and it's. I mean, this is that 101 me hitting that kid in Hungary type of thing. Except I was going Mach fucking 10. Like, see how he reaches? Boom. Like a guy reaching like that. And the coaches teach you to go stick on puck, like reach out and stick on puck. You can crack some guys like that. You can absolutely, like if you're a good hitter, and I would have murdered the guy. And I
know you would.
I tell you what, I hit harder than Conor Garland does. So
for sure you do.
I think that you need to know how to hit to do this hockey play, but it's pretty dirty. Did he get any? Nothing.
I don't think
he got nothing. I think it's a good hockey play. It's dirty, but it's clean.
It's cunty.
Yeah, it's cunty.
But you're right. If you're going to, and I would have done the same thing. If I seen a guy vulnerable stretching out, I'm finishing my check on him.
It's on. And
it's
on.
Protect yourself
You
all
shouldn't
time.
have to fight after if you do, whatever. But that is a hockey play. It's just, what you call it? Cunty.
Cunty. Princey, we won't watch the Anderson one because I already talked about it, but that was great, Princey. National League or not, presented by our good friends at Oura Rings. Great job, Princey. That's fun stuff here. Up dog, our next segment, Nhl Young Guns. These guys fuck, presented by our good friends at GoodLife. I'm going to go with the young kid, 3rd overall pick, Mason McTavish for the Anaheim Ducks. Listen, Uppy, I watch these games now. All these kids are skilled through the roof, right? They come in. I can't tell them apart. They all wear a visor. They wear the same equipment. This kid, you can tell right away. So to you young guys out there, if you're listening and you're trying to find your knack, yeah, I know you got to be skilled. Yeah, you got to be able to skate. But watch this Mason McTavish kid play. He goes to the net. He finishes his checks. He battles in the corner. He uses his stick. He's a dying breed. The Anaheim Ducks got a good one. He scored his first goal in his first NHL game. Had a great assist where he tracked back, knocked the guy off the puck, up to Fowler, went back to the net to cause a screen. Mason McTavish, This guy's unbelievable. You fuck, buddy. I'm happy for you. I love watching this kid play. To young guys out there in the American League or junior or whatever, watch this kid play. Watch where he goes. You get rewarded. Mason McTavish fucks up, dog.
You know, he played in the
Switzerland.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, which helps him out huge.
Yeah, 100%. You learn how to be a pro. You learn what it takes to play with men. Watch how men play the game. It's invaluable, that sort of thing. I always said when I was younger, playing in Fort Mac, playing junior hockey obes, I played with all these 20-year-old guys. It changed the way I learned how to be like a pro. But basically, from how to handle how you dress to games, how do you fucking win, play hard, party hard. I learned it all at a young age. It's crucial in becoming a pro and becoming one fast. So I agree. I love the way that kid plays. To me, this young kid, fuck does he fuck Bowen Byram again. I mean, we've been talking about him. And I'm reading this quote here.
This is great.
Buddy, in 2 years, you're going to be working 9 to 5. I can see this happening in junior. I chirped Getzloff like this one time. Buddy, in 2 years, you're going to be working 9 to 5, and I'm going to be making 9.25. Keep your fucking mouth shut.
What a chirp.
And it's true. He keeps it up. He's going to be fucking, him and McCarr are going to be making fucking 10 bananas each.
Yeah.
The goal he scored, I text Princey right after. I said, Princey, he went top cheese, first goal of his career. You got to find when I went top cheese on Richter and do a side-by-side for me.
Yeah.
And of course, our boy Princey does it.
Quality. The cameras have changed a bit over the years.
Listen,
yours was a little fuzzy.
He's got good flow. He's got the blue eyes going. I mean, this kid's got it.
Buddy, his ability to jump into play is unbelievable.
That you can't teach that.
No.
That's you're a D-man, Fucking, I watched Aaron Ekblad do it the other night
he looks good
their
too,
game one. He comes in on the rush, and a lot of D are scared. But fuck no, he follow the play up, follow it to like the top of the crease, and get a juicy rebound. As long as you can get back, you're fine.
Which you can. I didn't jump in the play because I couldn't get back up. Who's the high guy? Get back there for me. Uppy, get back there.
The game's changed, Obes.
That's what a quote, buddies. In 2 years, you're going to be working 9 to 5. I'm going to be making 9.25. Keep your mouth shut. That's an unbelievable chirp. Uppy, it's not a bad time to be a young defenseman in the NHL, is it? You saw Charlie McAvoy, 9.5 bananas. I mean, fuck. What is Adam Fox going to get? What is Morgan Riley going to get? What eventually, Cal McCarr signed a 6-year deal, but I mean, when his done, I don't know. These young guys are getting paid.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Fuck, we need to get in shape again, Obes.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't know about that. Anyways, that was our Young Guns. These guys fuck, presented by Good Life. Boys, keep it going. Mason McTavish, man. I love your old school, buddy. Keep getting to the blue paint. Bull Byram, I got you for the Calder. We'll get him on.
Yeah.
We'll get him on.
How was he on your show the other day?
He was good. He was talking about getting a new car because he hasn't got a paycheck yet, so he's still driving.
I'll help him get a new car.
Yeah, I said, listen, buddy. I had an Audi dealer there the fucking lockout year. Remember the lockout year we only played half the season? I had the whole boys driving Audis because no one wanted to ship their car in, so I got to deal through the Audi boys.
I'll ship him up the Bronco. He keeps it up. Like he wins the fucking Calder for us, so we get.
I saw you cruising the Bronco on PCH the other night with Izzy in the back there. That was
did.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that on your Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram.
Girls' Instagram. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did I drive by you?
No, I saw that.
You were on the protocol.
Yeah, I was protocol. So, Young Guns. These guys fuck. Presented by Good Life. Updog. It seems like we talk about this beauty forever, but Rick Rowley, this guy used to be the beer guy at Air Canada Center. Like, ice cold beer here. And like, you got to go on and see this guy. He's a fucking, I would have bought a beer off him just because he's a fucking kick. Like, he's up and down yelling beer. Like, he's just a fucking.
Did he go back and do it? Or there's videos of him?
No, this is what he did when he first moved from Napanee, I think, to Toronto. He just probably needed a few bucks, so he go to Brass Rail and get a fucking get a lap dance, a greasy fuck. But he's the beer guy, and there's video of him yelling and screaming and throwing beer. So, and there was a video he posted of opening night Toronto and fucking, was it Montreal? He's like, shoot the fucking puck. And then the guy in front of him was like, hey, can you keep your swearing down, please? He's like, fuck you, shoot the fucking puck. So Rouse, and then there's videos of him interviewing people outside the Air Canada Center. It's
good for him.
He's a beauty. So
keep it up.
Rouse, I would have bought a beer off you beauty, and then I probably would have taken you to the Brass Rail for a little lapper. Your Leafs, we'll see. We'll see how it gets going here.
Shoot the puck.
Up dog, Nate Thompson. If we wanted to mention him,
we got to stroke him off here. That was a Tilly. That's Tilly's. That's Philadelphia fucking Flyers hockey right there. You do that, Tomer, you're going to play another 3 years in the fucking league.
That's how you get the Philly fans to fucking love you.
That is exactly how you do it. You got to fucking engage early. You got to be just everything he brings to the table. He's a good team guy.
Face-offs.
He's got the good flow going right now. He wins the face-off. He's got fucking no teeth. He loves it. He's fucking hockey 101 playing Flyers hockey, and that's exactly what they need out of him. And he's, quite frankly, he does a great job at what his job is.
Yeah, Tomer, and there was a person on our social media that said that he's like, where was that passion last year in Winnipeg for Tomer? And I tweeted out, probably had something to do with no fans in the building, and just listen.
Yeah.
It was hard enough to play as is. You can't expect a veteran to go out there with no.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like
You're not doing that. No.
Now
fans.
he's in Philly with the fucking Philly Mutants going bananas.
Heads up,
Buddy, listen, do you think it would be like, I watched him play a bit. You go out, you take a face off, you change.
Yeah.
Is that annoying, you think, for Tom, or he just embraces it? Like, I take my face off, I get off. Like he's
no,
jumping
it's
on
annoying.
him.
You want to get.
You want to get out there a bit.
Yeah,
but
there has to be. Now, this is where great coaching comes into play. And yeah, you know, you see a guy like Tomer day in, day out probably work his balls off in the gym, good with the young guys, you know, fucking just a great guy to be around. Now he has a hard job. A hard job is to sit on the bench and be cold and go out and do like penalty kill and 5-on-3 and take block shots and fucking fight like that. Now, if the game is 6-2 and it's in the third period, you fucking play Tomer, fucking put him on the power play. Do things that can engage like your character guys, like get them involved. That's how I see a perfect balanced team where coaches earn respect. And then like certain players, like you think Couturier and Giroux and these younger guys connecting, you think they're going to care if Tomer gets put out on a fucking 5-on-3 in the last couple minutes of a game? If in fact the game's out of play, it's great. Give them a fucking chance to score a goal. There's nothing better than scoring goals. It makes everyone feel good.
When they would do that for your penalty kill guys,
yeah,
and the bench would all get up.
I know.
Right? 5-on-3 at the end of the game, like give the PK guys a chance, and then they go out there and you realize why we're not on the 5-on-3.
But who cares?
Because we haven't practiced it.
It doesn't matter.
We haven't practiced it.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I think that's the way the balance of being on a great team works.
Yeah.
And some coaches might tell me I'm wrong and they whatever.
No, it's
but
good
I can tell you as a player, that's what makes you earn the respect as a coach to the players and for your players to get rewarded.
100%. Your team morale, everyone gets fired up. And listen, Tomer's really embracing this whole Philadelphia Flyers thing. The video of him and his buddies, I don't know who the fuck they were, but they went
running up the stairs,
running up the rocky stairs. Then there's a video of a video of him eating cheesesteak, and then the next night he's out there chucking and ducking, like he's bringing the Broad Street Bullies back single-handedly.
Epic.
So Tomer, keep her going.
By the way, got to say this.
Yeah.
So we're going out for our boy Shuppy's thing on November 12th, 13th.
Yeah.
That's the weekend.
Yeah.
I got an email from the Philadelphia Flyers alumni group.
Okay.
And, I'm like, pick up the Flyer number. I don't know who it is. I'm a skeleton in the
it's
closet. I don't know what it is, but I answer.
Hoping she wants to talk to you.
So they're doing a thing. Paul Holmgren, my GM at the time, inducted into the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame.
And Rick Tocchet.
So they're doing an alumni game. And they're bringing back, I think, 45, 50 guys. Super cool. They're doing it at Comcast Center, fucking in the barn. They're trying to sell out the barn. I hope, I'm told all the boys are coming back, so you think it's got to be Lindros and Leclerc and fucking, yeah, I hope I told Loops he should come. But fuck, I'm going to be lacing them up in Philly again. So I'm going to be there on the Monday for Flyers fans that are out there.
Wow.
Let's have a time. Let's have a cheesesteak. And then the next night is Tuesday. I'm going to stick around. I think they're playing the Coyotes. I'm going to check out a game. I got little Izzy with me, Christina. But I hadn't been back to Philly in a long time.
That'll be awesome. That's the stuff.
That's why I'm out there skating robes. Fuck, I'm
so listen,
getting the legs
I don't care if it's a 2-minute warm up, 5-minute warm up. You're going out there, no bucket to start.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure.
Good. Let's get some footage of that for Mr.
100%.
That's good content. And another guy, shout out to the Philadelphia Flyers. Princey, help me with his name. Nick Sealer. Is that it? Sealer?
Yeah, that's it.
This
What a
kid,
fight.
this kid. Listen, buddy. This kid fights that Jamie Orlowski or whatever his name is, the big mutant from Seattle. He gets in there. He takes a couple. He looks at him. He goes off the ice screaming and yelling. I mean, listen, this is what fucking Philadelphia Flyers fans love. Anytime you have a guy in your back end like that. So to Nick Sealer, congratulations, buddy. Keep it going. It's unbelievable. Another big D-man, Eric Johnson's back in the lineup. A guy who John Michael Lyle said on this podcast last year was probably the reason why the Avs weren't ready for a Stanley Cup. I think he was right. EJ, stay healthy. They need you. And then up dog, fucking Mr. PTO. Alex Chason, buddy. This fucking guy. 3 of them.
He's got 3 PTOs already.
And made the team.
Yeah, good for him.
But
He's
it's just-
only 31 years old.
Yeah. It's just different. He's different. Like you change your role to be a good PK guy and a defensive
Yeah.
energy guy.
He gets the
He's just a
fucking
power
power
play
play.
guy who stands in front of that's all he does.
I know.
The rest of the game, he's slow. He can't make a play, but he goes to the front of the net, he puts his stick on the ice, and that's how he's continued to stay in the league. So
Yeah, good for him.
how about he won the Stanley Cup and then had to go on a PTO?
I know,
That's
I was
a
there
little.
in Edmonton with him. And had I not have got hurt, he wasn't coming. Had I not have got hurt, he was not on that PTO there.
So he would have went to a different team.
He would have, he would have been on a different team. But hell, fuck, good for him. You
Yeah.
got to find a way to stay in the league.
That
It's like
was
anything.
my point. Thank you. To these people out there, American League guys or whatever, if you're listening, you got to find a niche to stay in the fucking league. Whatever it is, if it's a power play guy, a face-off guy, a penalty kill guy, you got to find a role to keep you in the league. That's probably the biggest.
He's on Calgary right now?
No, he's on Vancouver.
Oh. Did he play in Calgary last year?
No, he played in Edmonton.
So he was Edmonton 2 years, now he's Van.
Yeah, so he didn't.
Why
do
do I have him?
He didn't do PTO
Did
consecutively.
he ever play in
He
Calgary?
played in Calgary.
Okay, that's what
He
I'm
did?
Yeah, he played in Calgary
he's-
before Washington.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Where
Fuck, he's got the fucking West Coast figured
Calgary,
out.
where careers go to die. Where careers go to die, just like mine. Just like mine
He's almost
did.
got every Canadian team.
Up Dizzle, Princey, I love you
Hey.
guys. Top titty, DraftKings, back at you. Shout out to my boy Jake at NHL Sirius XM. Jakey Hahn came in second. Up dog, I came in eighth. Where are you? Princey 22nd. Hall Pass 78. Maxi 88. Up dog
dog.
92. You had Nico Hersher, Scott Lawton, Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Zuccarelli, Dylan Strome, Jake Vertanen. Is he even playing?
No, he's not. He's playing in the K. I went, fuck. Jakey. I'll pick him. Good kid.
Seth Jones, Ulrich Larson, and Uppy. Let's talk Carter Hart, man. This kid, I hope he bounces back, but I watched him play the other night against Vancouver. It was Stinker City, man. He was just letting stinkers in.
God. Kind of
So,
hot.
anyways, top titty this week, up dog. We got the San Jose Sharks at the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Boston Bruins against the right now 2-0 Buffalo Sabres, which if you would have bet that, you would have made a little money. Los Angeles against Dallas. Edmonton. Oh, up dog. Edmonton versus Vegas, baby. Fuck.
So
Friday
you can,
night.
I mean, fuck, that's just a game you load up on, right?
That's you load up on that one. I'm going to load up on Toronto at San Jose. I think Toronto has a big night. Obviously, Austin Matthews is going to cost you a lot in the DraftKings top titty, but I think the Leafs are waiting to explode offensively.
Is Spezza been playing?
Yeah, I would stay away from LA, Dallas. Boston, I would probably take some Boston guys, but for me, it's Edmonton, Vegas, and loading up on Toronto. Edmonton and Toronto is probably where I'm going to lean up dog.
I agree. I would probably, you know what? Knowing Edmonton's team and they don't have depth, I'm going to take like the second, third line guys from Vegas, load up on that. Because they should exploit, Edmonton's, the depth up front and their D.
How about fucking Kopitar and Doughty turned the clocks back on opening night? Kopitar had 4 points. Doughty had 4 points. Kopitar was the first star in the NHL this week, 7 points.
Good for him.
Listen to these guys. Kopitar, Ovechkin, Stammers, the first 3 stars in the
Wow,
NHL.
Stammer's having a hot start.
Stammers having
Making
an
his way onto
unbelievable
that
hot
NHL
start.
fucking
Team Canada?
Team Canada, baby.
Wow. Top titties back. Get on it. DraftKings, come on. Up dog, we got to think of something to get people involved.
Maybe like a jersey or a tin of Cannadips or we'll fire out
We'll
something.
figure something out. So,
Speaking of Canny,
Princey, what are you thinking for top titty, buddy? Who are you going to lean towards?
I like the Edmonton Vegas stuff. I'm not sure if the top guys on Vegas are going to be back. Like, we don't know how long Stone and Pacioretty are out, so you might get some value picks, with your March or so. Riley Smith is always cheap, so I like those guys. And how do you not go with McDavid? It's a cheat code, so I like that. I'm looking forward to seeing the Oilers actually play somebody that's not from Canada. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
No, they're excited about it too. Fuck, it's got to be a long time. They can't wait to hear that American national anthem. So, top titty, DraftKings, we love you. Princey, great job today, buddy. Way to fill in for the boys and just keep us on our toes. Up dog, I'm heading to Chicago. I'm going to watch USC Notre Dame on Saturday. First time ever. Bucket list.
Notre Dame's going to pump them.
I would think so. I'm going in. My boy Cramper from Home's coming. Mac Ellen Loops, Tom Doherty, Brian Gale, and the beautiful
Wow,
wives.
Mac Allen Loop's coming.
Sprinter van leaving from Chicago.
Nice.
South Bend's like 2 hours. I'm playing Butler on Friday. Our boy Ryan hooked me up at Butler.
Nice. Sick track. And in the fall. Fall's a sick time.
Can't wait. It's supposed to be 54. Fuck, eh?
That's all right.
Cool.
Toque it up. Get the toque in the
I'll be
fucking
walking though,
mitts
so I'll be
going.
sweating probably. What about you?
I'm
You're heading
going
to Florida?
out
or
to
what?
Florida, 3 Points Music Festival. I'm going out Airwashy.
Wow. What's 3 Point Music Festival? What is
It is the Strokes, Wu-Tang Clan, Rufus Del Sol, Zoo, Black Coffee, 666 Mafia.
What is a zoo? I see this guy everywhere.
Zoo? He's
Yeah.
a DJ. He's a good one.
Yeah. I see him everywhere.
And then I'm working on the golf game in West Palm and see Clark MacArthur. Big fan of the pod,
Clarky,
Alberta boy.
yeah.
Retired now. He plays golf with MJ up at the Grove in Jupiter. So we got a round with Clarky. I'm trying to get him to get MJ again. That would be just
Tell him
awesome.
K-Wash will play him for anything.
For anything.
I think that'll get MJ there. Just say, hey, K-Wash,
Yeah.
will you play MJ for $1 million? And
Yeah,
K-Wash
yeah.
will say yes, and then boom, there's MJ.
Yeah,
And then if that happens, just videotape it if you can. Imagine K-Wash be like, fuck!
So that might be a big. That's gonna be a big match. But we're basically. You're gonna get me live from the East Coast next week.
All right.
And maybe I should try to get a couple of the Panthers there because Jans is not a Panther anymore.
Oh, he plays with
Fuck,
Flags.
but he's still a member at Grove.
See if you can get MJ on the pod.
Yeah, that would be great.
If you get MJ, that's a big pull for the boys.
So, and then we're going into Chileno Bay for the member guest next weekend, Halloween weekend.
Wow.
So you got me. I'll be
gone.
I'll be satelliting from
For 2 weeks.
the boat. No, I'm gone for 9 days.
Might have to have an in-studio guest next week. Take your spot. Maybe I got an idea.
We'll see. Yeah, to the fans, big show next week.
Safe travels, my man. Princey, thank you. Maxie Binger, Up Dog. That was Missin Curfew.
Yeah, when the foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. Yeah, magnificently we will fold.